And we're back. Uh, it's an absolutely beautiful day here in Puerto Rico. Uh, very few clouds in the sky, beautiful blue sky, absolutely gorgeous day, which of course means that we have no power and haven't had electricity all day. Uh, Upcoming videos will touch on the topic of solar power, I promise. And I hope in the very near future. But I wanted to take this opportunity to explain our absence from YouTube. And some of you already know the explanation for this, because what happened is this summer, Patty and I returned to Virginia. And we were able to see a lot of family and friends, and that was absolutely wonderful. We loved the visit. We're so happy that we could do that. Patty wanted to try her hand at travel nursing, and it was a great success for her. She went into it in a very easy fashion, I guess. She returned to Central Hospitals in Lynchburg, where she had worked for a number of years. So she already knew the team and knew folks at the hospital. Everyone was excited to have her back, and so it was an easy transition for her. Now, I tagged along. I was excited about the opportunity, of course, to return to Central Virginia to see family, to see friends again. I was able to go to the Hampton-Sydney College reunion, and I got to see a lot of friends there. Got to see, as I said, got to see family, and it was terrific. To be perfectly honest, after a while, I was twiddling my thumbs. Before we retired, I would spend every Friday with a standing lunch date, me and a handful of other guys from the faculty, all guys, and we'd meet at a local restaurant in Farmville for lunch, and we had a great time. When we returned this summer, I surprised them all by showing up on Friday for lunch, and that was great. And so every Friday I would go back and we'd have lunch, and I actually did some golfing with an old golfing buddy there, and we did that most days, or most weeks at least. So there was a little bit there to keep me busy, but after a while, after I'd explored about a 5-mile radius around our apartment in Lynchburg, I'm done. So I'm excited to be home, to be back here in Puerto Rico, even without electricity, as it is. Now, this is the end of August. I think today's the 29th, and we're going to be here for about another week and a half. And then at the end of that week and a half, Patty is returning to the States. She had such a good time travel nursing. She so much enjoyed getting back into the hospital and doing patient care that she wanted to do another 3-month contract. And so she's headed to Springfield, Missouri, and she's very excited about that because, hey, it's not her team, it's not her hospital, and so it's a new place who may have new ways or at least different ways of approaching issues and problems that Patty and her team hadn't considered. So it's a growth opportunity for her. So she's very, very excited about that. But lacking friends or family or anything else in Missouri, and with a whole host of things that need to get done here, I'm remaining behind. I'll fly out once or twice at least to pay her a visit, but we're gonna divide and conquer, I guess, is the way to describe it. Now, I'll post this video as quickly as I can when power returns. My computer has decided that all of a sudden that it's an old man, and it's just screaming at me, get off my lawn, leave me alone. And so video editing is becoming very, very difficult for me at this time. So I'm hoping to do this in one shot. And even if I don't, to heck with it. You're gonna see it unedited in an expurgated version. But I'm going to do what I can to get some videos out. I have one last video about the backhoe and what's going on with that property immediately before we left to come to Virginia. And then I'll sort of pick up where we are from there. So I'll try and patch that together. I've actually got 3 clips, and if I ran them all together, it would run for over an hour, and nobody wants to see that mess. So I will do what I can. But that's sort of what's coming up. Patty's gonna head to Springfield, Missouri. We've got a bit of a surprise before that happens. I'm sure there'll be a video or 2 or several about that. And then I'll climb back into the cab of the backhoe and keep clearing the driveway and clearing the property as best I can. And as always, we'll keep you up to date and informed. As always, I don't know why you would like this video, but if you do, click the like button. If you haven't subscribed and you've been meaning to, then go ahead and do that too. Fine by me. But please drop a note in the comments, particularly if I got to see you over the summer, or Patty got to see you over the summer, because we really did enjoy it. We had a blast. It was wonderful catching up with all of you, and can't wait to have you individually join us down here in the island. Videos coming up apart from the surprise right before Patty leaves to go to Springfield, and the backhoe include things like solar power, because I've got plans and some equipment to begin with to do some work with solar power here at the townhouse, and actually some sort of early solar power work out at the property. So it should be fun. Keep your fingers crossed that I don't electrocute myself, but I haven't so far. Other than that, again, drop us a comment if there's something you'd like to hear about. If there's something I've neglected, I don't know what it would be, but we're back. We're home. We're safe and sound and happy, even without electricity and air conditioning at the moment. But hey, it's paradise, right? So stay tuned, and we'll be in touch. Bye bye.